Friends, what you are about to hear is a truly spine-chilling experience shared by Mr. Amit Sengupta, an incident that took place about 5 years ago in his ancestral home in Kolkata. The story is a testament to the secrets that lie hidden within the old walls of this city. Let's hear it in his own words. My name is Amit Sengupta. Approximately 5 years ago, I had an extreme experience in my ancestral home. Our house was on Lansdowne Road, now Sarat Bose Road, in Kolkata. It was an old-style house, probably about 100 years old. Even today, just looking at the house gives you a creepy feeling. When we were kids, we often used to go to that house during our summer vacations. But there was one thing we always noticed. A small room at the very back of the house, right next to the upstairs staircase. That room was always kept locked. Not just locked, but a thick iron chain was also wrapped around the door. When my grandmother was alive, she never spoke about that room. If anyone asked, she would simply go quiet. We children were afraid, so we never ventured near that area. The incident happened when I was in college. Only my cousin, Shubhoda, elder brother, and I were at home. It must have been around 2:30 a.m. Outside, a light drizzle was falling. Suddenly, I woke up. I felt as if someone was walking very slowly inside the house. At first, I thought it might be a rat or something else. But the sound gradually started coming closer to our room. And the nature of the sound was very strange, like someone walking in a very heavy wooden pair of shoes. Fear dried up my throat. I shut my eyes and lay still. But just then, a very suppressed moaning sound came from the direction of that locked room. It sounded like someone was writhing in great pain inside the room. Gathering some courage, I opened my eyes and called out to my brother, "Shubhoda, are you hearing that?" He jolted up and sat on the bed. He whispered, "Yes, that sound. It's coming from that room." My brother and I both held our breath, staring at the door. It was then that we clearly heard someone violently shaking the lock from inside that chain room. The chain and the iron lock clattered loudly, and the moaning sound now turned into a cry, a faint, suppressed female weeping. We started trembling with fear. The moment my brother turned on the flashlight, the noise suddenly stopped. The entire house became utterly quiet, as if nothing had happened. The next morning, my brother and I told the whole incident to our grandmother. She sighed deeply and said, "Your eldest paternal aunt died in that room. She had a great desire to build a temple in that room. But just before the room was completed, she drowned. Since then, whenever a major disaster is about to strike the family, or when a new guest tries to stay in that room, it is said that our aunt makes her presence known from inside the room." Out of fear, we didn't stay in that house for much longer. Later, when the old house was sold, we learned that the new owners had torn down that back room. However, even today, when I pass by Lansdowne Road, I can't help but wonder, the house may have been sold, but has my aunt's soul truly found release? Thank you, Amit Sengupta. A terrifyingly spine-chilling experience, isn't it? Mr. Amit, thank you so much for sharing this ordeal with us. You just heard the story of a suppressed cry hidden behind the walls of an old Kolkata mansion.
Before moving on to the next story, please subscribe to the channel. So, let's begin the next incident.
Welcome back, listeners. Today we delve into a chilling account from a renowned college in Kolkata. This isn't just a story about hostel life, it's about the unsettling secret of a room, a student's tragic end, and the fear that still echoes in the century-and-a-half-old building. Here is the experience shared by Rahul Chaudhary. I am an alumnus of a renowned college in Kolkata. The incident took place in our hostel, which was a nearly 150-year-old building. We all had fun during hostel life, but one thing was always there, a specific fear associated with room number 26. This room number 26 was at the very end of the hostel corridor. It had been locked for about 20 years. A large notice was pasted on the wall. Not allowed, entry prohibited. Our seniors used to tell us that about 30 years ago, a boy named Deepten committed suicide in that room out of fear of his exam results. Since then, those who stayed in that room reportedly encountered abnormal incidents. Among my friends, Raju, Vishal and I were the bravest. We decided that we had to solve the mystery of this room. One day, around 12 o'clock at night, the three of us were sitting together chatting. Suddenly, a strange sound caught our attention. The sound was coming from the direction of room number 26. At first, it sounded like someone was very slowly tapping a pencil on a table. Tuck, tuck, tuck. The three of us exchanged glances. Raju whispered, "The room is locked, so what is that sound?" Fear ran cold through our bodies. The sound slowly increased in volume and began to tap in a specific rhythm. It felt as if someone was studying intently, tapping the pencil rhythmically. We grabbed a torch and moved towards the door. When we stood right in front of the door, the tapping didn't stop. Instead, it became clearer. It wasn't just the sound of a pencil tapping. Now we distinctly heard someone breathing rapidly. It was like a student studying with intense concentration in the dead of the night. Gathering courage, Vishal pressed his ear against the door. The next moment he almost shouted, "Someone is whispering something inside in a shaky voice. It sounds like he's memorizing questions from an old syllabus." Our limbs were numb with terror. We quickly fled from there. The next morning, we went to ask the security guard, Darwan Kaku. Kaku sighed and said, "Deepten, he was a very brilliant student, but on the night before his exams, he hanged himself in that very room. Since then, every year on the night before the exam results are published, at that exact time, this sound comes from the room. It is said that he still wants to finish his studies." After that incident, we never went near room number 26 again. Even after leaving the hostel, whenever I hear the faint sound of someone studying around 2 a.m., I am reminded of Deepten and room number 26. I wanted to share this terrifying experience with you. I would be grateful if you aired it. Thank you, Rahul Chaudhary. What a terrifying memory from a student dormitory. The fear of exams, and more importantly, the consequence of that fear, which still breaks the silence of the hostel every night. Rahul da, thank you for sharing your experience. The dedication of Deepten's spirit to his studies is chillingly unforgettable.